In this video, we're going to find out what is going to happen to Bitcoin in the immediate short term, because in the previous video I told you that Bitcoin could see this pump all the way to the levels of 93,000 US dollars and that we could expect a sideways consolidation and the price movement exactly followed my price prediction. We're going to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term, but I'm also going to give you a trade setup on SUI, so make sure to watch the video until the end. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe and smash up the like button. This really helps the algorithm. So let's go directly over to the news before we're going to look in the charts. And yes, a lot of people are complaining that the crypto market is going down, but yes, if you're holding fiat or any type of currency, you're seeing a debasement of round about 36%, and this means your money lost more than 1/3 of its value in the previous 20 years. So yes guys, make sure to buy crypto, and yes, you can even buy and hold USDT, a USD stable coin. And I'm also going to show you ways how you can spend your crypto over on BloFin. But first of all, we're going to look at the interesting chart. Because if we're going to look at the price of Bitcoin priced in Swiss francs, we've seen that we've been in a bear market since Trump's inauguration on the 20th of January, exactly here. So could it be that we have been in a bear market since a year already, and this is going to be the bear market bottom? I do believe so, because yes, the overall markets have shifted. We're seeing that Bitcoin is no experiment anymore. We're seeing major corporations and major investment firms entering the markets, and even banks. So let's go over to the next news, because yes, I told you exactly on the 1st of December, exactly here, that the biggest bull run is about to start and that we could expect that the overall crypto market turned around. And exactly this happened because historically the altcoin versus Bitcoin pair, this means all the altcoins priced in Bitcoin, and if we're seeing that quantitative tightening ends and we're going to see quantitative easing, this in history has always been the beginning of a major altcoin season. So yes, hold on to your altcoins like Solana, SUI, and a lot of other coins that we've been talking about on this channel, because it's all about holding and staying in the market, guys, because this was just a major flush from all these major institutions manipulating the price movement of Bitcoin to buy even more. Because yes, a reminder that the entire bull market has occurred in a vastly different liquidity environment than the prior bull markets, because we saw quantitative easing exactly within the previous bull cycle, and in this bull cycle we only had quantitative tightening. And for the first time in 3.5 years, we are seeing the first time again that we're going to see quantitative easing, and this also lines up with the business cycle. And yes guys, this is why this cycle is going to be different, and we're seeing here exactly all of this manipulation of the price movement going up, sideways, getting all the liquidity out of the market, all the weak hands, pump, sideways consolidation. Once again, all the weak hands are getting flushed out of the market, pump, and a major sideways consolidation. And yes, a lot of people think that the bull market is over and that we could expect a major bear market. But once again guys, the market takes the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. And this is what we're going to see. A lot of Bitcoin believers, they think that the bull cycle is over and they're going to sell exactly straight into the hands of all these major institutions. But yes, this is the reason why we're going to trade this major next move towards the upside. So make sure to sign up to BloFin, where you receive a major deposit bonus. But that's not all, because yes, BloFin is introducing a wallet. So this means you can hold all of your cryptocurrency on your own wallet with a seed phrase. So even if the exchange goes down, your funds are safe. But now comes the best part. You can also spend all your crypto and pay with cryptocurrencies like USDT or even Bitcoin directly from your wallet. Yes guys, this cuts out all these banks, and this is exactly what they know. That's why they're loading up on Bitcoin. So let's go over to the next chart, because yes, this is extremely bullish. If we're going to compare the RSI of copper versus gold, then we can see that each and every time Bitcoin saw this parabolic run towards the upside, we bounced exactly here. And yes, once again, we are seeing that copper versus gold, the RSI, is once again at this major oversold level, and that this is going to be the beginning of a major bull run. So it's first of all the business cycle and also the RSI from copper versus gold, which are giving us the indication that this bull run isn't over. And once again, guys, we're going to look at this chart, which gives us the illustration of the Bitcoin price in white. We are seeing it all the way from the levels of 2011. We are seeing that each and every time Bitcoin saw a major all-time high and also a top, we saw that the fear and greed index, ranging all the way from fear in red all the way to greed. This means that a lot of people are greedy, they're taking profits. We didn't see this within this cycle yet. Yes, we saw a lot of fear from all this major manipulation and all this sideways upgrind that we saw for Bitcoin in the previous years, but this is going to be different. This cycle is not going to be a 4-year cycle, it is actually going to be a 5-year cycle, with a business cycle reaching a top in the middle of 2026. So this means, guys, yes, it is now time to enter and not to sell. Even in this post from RedotPay, we can see US rate cuts and Japan rate hikes. This was the beginning where we saw this major continuation in September 2024, where everybody was extremely bearish. Yes, we turned around exactly here. We saw this major pump towards the upside, and once again, we are seeing US rate cuts and Japan rate hikes. So once again, guys, no need to be bearish because you've survived the biggest bear market. Yes, guys, all these major institutions and all these major corporations manipulating the price movement of Bitcoin, because now's the time to stay bullish. BlackRock capitulates to Bitcoin, Vanguard capitulates to Bitcoin, Bank of America recommending a 4% crypto allocation, pro-Bitcoin SEC, pro-Bitcoin Fed Chair on the way, pro-Bitcoin Commerce Secretary, pro-Bitcoin Treasury Secretary, pro-Bitcoin President, new Bitcoin derivative projects every week, and JP Morgan accepting Bitcoin as collateral for institutions. And yes, guys, JP Morgan is one of the biggest banks, and JP Morgan is launching a Bitcoin bond product. It's obvious, don't take your eyes off the ball, and that's why we're going to go directly over to the charts, because yes, like I said in the previous video, we're going to see a consolidation and a breakout towards the upside, because ultimately, guys, the price movement is gearing up for this major run. On the 4-hour chart, we are well above the 13 moving average, which gives us indication, are we in a bullish or in a bearish trend if we're going to break the 13 moving average. So yes, guys, the price movement is coiling up for this next breakout towards the upside. We can see this symmetrical triangle, which is a bullish continuation pattern, and we could expect that the price movement is first of all going to come all the way to this downward sloping trend on the daily chart, because yes, this perfectly lines up with a 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, the 98,000 US dollar, which is going to be major resistance once again from previous support and also resistance, which we can see exactly within this level. Here it was resistance, support, and also support along the way. So ultimately, guys, this is going to be a high liquidity zone with 100,000 US dollars as a psychological level. But guys, our make and break situation is going to be the 61.8. The price movement could come all the way up to the 200 moving average, which perfectly lines up with the 61.8. The 200 moving average, this red line, which is at 109,000 US dollars, roll over and dump even further. But guys, the price movement of Bitcoin needs to break this major level so that we can say, yes, we're in this bullish trend. And talking about bullish trend, guys, we opened a long position on SUI. And you can see that the price movement is exactly at the entry level. But ultimately, guys, if you want to follow all of my trades, make sure to join my free Telegram group where I keep you up to date. And yes, I even posted the SUI trades a few hours ago, but you're still within this range. to enter exactly here. So first of all guys, go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin, where you receive a major deposit bonus. And next step guys, make sure to be subscribed to B for Crypto to don't miss out on this next major trades. So with that being said guys, hold on to Bitcoin, hold on to your cryptocurrencies, because overall guys, this looks extremely bullish. On the daily chart, coins like ENA, Ray, Near, Render, TIA, they're getting a major push, as this means the altcoin season is here and that we could expect a major run. So make sure to be subscribed to B for Crypto, and we see each other in the next video.